we maneuver this? Like,
Yeah.
here is are the people
Yes.
talking. Here is the biases coming from the professionals, be it whoever is pushing their own agenda, the marketing people, maybe the dietitians are also requested to recommend. I'm not
Right.
sure
Yeah.
how the
Mhm.
industry looks, but from where I'm standing, there is a lot of
Yes.
noise. How do I now see what is true here? What
So
is true?
first,
What should
yeah,
I be doing?
first I would say you need, like I said earlier, stop outsourcing. Stop outsourcing your thinking. You
Yeah.
honestly just need to sit down and look at your food, or just open your grocery cupboard and look in there and start questioning. Take each ingredient and start looking there. If you see
Mm.
the E numbers, you're like, why is there E something something in
Mm.
my spice? What is that for? You know, why does turmeric need to have an E number on it? You know, what do they mean when they
Mm.
say antioxidant? What do they mean when they say no MSG? What does that MSG stand for? You just need to start questioning those little things. And then you build
Yeah.
up on that, right? And then you start questioning things such as, would my grandmother have eaten this? Was this food available 100 years ago? Okay, let's say my great grandmother,
Yeah.
was this food available 100 years ago? And
Yeah.
then you start also need to start listening to how you feel. As I made the example earlier of, if I've had the cereal and then an hour later I'm hungry,
Mm.
why is that? Why am I hungry? If the cereal was available 100 years ago with people who were doing hard labor out in the fields, what would my great grandmother have done
Mm.
if she'd had a bowl of cereal and gone out to the field and she's out there for hours, right? Is this actually really serving me? I mean, I would never have survived, right? If I had gone out to the field having had my bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
But then I need to start thinking, but then how do I
Yeah.
feel when I've had eggs, let's say? If I've had 2 or 3 eggs fried in butter with some chicken hearts, am I hungry an hour later? Start thinking
Mm.
along those lines, and
Yeah.
then start, because my thing is I want people to listen to their bodies, but your body could have very mistaken messages also because you've been giving it the wrong
Yeah.
signals for so many years. So you need to try and keep a balance of, I'm listening to my body. It'll tell me how it feels when I have this. But is that message true? Or is it because maybe my gut is so messed up that actually my body's going to tell me that, oh,
Mm.
it doesn't like red meat, for example. I deal with some clients who
Mm.
say my body rejects red meat. And that may be the case. There are very few people in the world who do have issues with something like animal protein, but most of us don't. Most of us, it could be because
Yes.
actually you don't have the right enzymes in your body. You don't have the right your body makes acid, stomach acid. Your stomach acid could be too low. That's why you're not able to digest red meat. So now you eat it and then
Yes.
you think, oh, my body rejects it. But actually, if we help you to fix it, that lining, improve the hydrochloric acid in your stomach, you're
Yeah.
able to repair that. But again, so to summarize, I'm saying people mustn't outsource their thinking, and people must start paying attention to the signals their body sends them, and then decide if those signals are the final word or if they need to correct that messaging. And then like you're saying, there's a whole lot of confusion out there. Now, you've done the internal work. Now you need to start listening and start seeing and start seeing the messages out there with a different outlook. And think to yourself, why is
Okay.
it that everybody, regardless of where you go, has the same message? Whether you're a dietitian, a cardiologist, whatever you are, they all have the same message of 6 to 11 servings of grains, very little animal protein, tons of veggies, etc., etc. This is the message. There's the food pyramid or the food plate, as has now been implemented in
Yeah.
the US. And you need to start saying, okay, this is the message that the professionals have. But how's it working out in all of society? Look
Mm-hmm.
at people. You don't need a scientist to tell
Mm.
you that we have health crises, right?
Wow, that is a big one. That's what. That's a big
Exactly.
one.
You need to start looking
Because
at
the
people.
effect speaks more than the
Hmm.
actual what is being told for you to
Absolutely.
do.
And this is the thing. We are so brainwashed into believing expertise over experience that we think to ourselves, ah, no, these people are
Mm.
probably just eating a ton of sweets. And they aren't. I encounter people
Mm.
and you talk to people and you think, ah, people aren't actually just living off sweets every day or eating too much. It's the fact that they're eating the wrong foods. Honestly, that's what's happening out there in society. And they're eating the wrong
Wow.
foods because they've been told by experts that ditch the butter and eat the margarine or many other, whatever other examples that we can come up with. So you need to start questioning the messages that are coming out from the experts and see if they're serving the general public. And then start doing a bit more digging, which is what I've done over the years. And my gosh, it's a rabbit trail. You end up
Mm. Mm.
feeling like a conspiracy theorist, which is okay. I wear the label proudly, you know, if I'm going to be labeled this size, it's fine, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, question everything and seek answers for yourself in your own body.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. That is a very big revelation for me to actually correlate to look, hear what's being said, see the research that's
Yeah,
out there, and then have a reverse sort of mindset. How's it working
exactly.
out? For me, I think this is one of the biggest takeaway
Yeah,
that I have on here. How's it working out? Because we don't think that, because we're looking at ourselves individually and we're thinking, okay, I'm fine, I
yeah,
look fine, but like the rest of society, how's it working
absolutely.
out in a bigger sort of
You
spectrum?
see,
That is a
mm,
big